And now, it's the Post Show with Pops and Kooky. A discussion about what you just heard on Limit Break Radio and Final Encounter Cast. LimitBreakRadio.com.
Hello, LBR listeners.
Hello.
How's it going, you guys? Hopefully your weekend is going awesome. How you doing, Kooky?
I'm doing good. Tired.
Yeah. Did you stay up for the whole
I
spiel?
did stay up for the live letter. Well, only because I took a nap yesterday from 4:30 until like 9 o'clock.
You
at
too,
night.
huh?
Yeah. So I stayed up for the live letter. I'm like, why not? I can work on the outline too. Sure.
I think I went to bed really early. I was raiding with Juno and a few other of the Link Shell members, and we did, I think, 4 people needed Odin, and we kind of had troubles with that.
The Fate Odin or
no,
the trial?
The trial.
Ew, how was that? How is it going back?
It was different because we didn't go in unsynced. We wanted the challenge, so there was 4 new people, and we had some issues with mainly healers running and healing at the same time, kind of a thing. Not that I'm blaming them, but they were new, so it was kind of fun actually. We had lots of laughs. She was streaming, so we got all on stream. It was pretty fun.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And then after that, I believe they wanted to do Titan X, or is it called Tits X? And yeah,
I've never heard colors.
I've never heard of that either. I was dying laughing. It was pretty awesome. But some people needed to go through Garuda first, so we just stomped through Garuda. Well, we went through that synced as well, but we got through that one try and one and done. And then it took us a couple tries on Titan. Actually, we went in unsynced twice. And then she said, "Screw this, we're gonna go in unsynced," and we just totally stomped them.
I like Titan X. It kind of it helps let you see which players are bad at mechanics and which are not. That's why I don't mind going into like Titan X or Shiva X or Leviathan X. Those fights are fun to me.
I still need to do those.
Oh.
I only got to a Frit on when I was on Hyperion. That's all I did. I got up to a Frit, and that was about it.
Oh no!
Yeah, I mean, we did those unsynced, and I was tanking, and his tank buster hardly took a dent out of my life. I was just laughing because back a while ago when I did Titan X, I was tanking that as well, and oh my god, it was such a nightmare. I think it took us probably about a month because people just could not get the mechanics down.
Yeah, I had to update my PC graphics card just to beat that thing.
Right? Because of the lag, right?
Right.
Ugh, God, I'm going to start having flashbacks. I'm going to have seizures and everything now. But yeah, we got through it. It was fun. They were going to go on and do more, and I was like, guys, I got to go to bed because I have to get up to watch the live letter. And I rolled out of bed this morning, not even knowing what time it was, stubbed my toe, got my coffee and my meds in me, and sat down like, oh shit, the live letter is on. So I missed like the first 10 minutes of it, but what'd you think of it?
It was all right. I mean, it didn't give too much information. I thought there was going to be more, or maybe I'm just expecting more for 3.3, but
I don't know. I think it's going to be a big patch. I want to say that they're holding back.
A little bit.
Yeah. I don't think, of course, they don't want to give everything out, but I mean, some of the things, I don't know what they were thinking of, like the hairstyle. I mean, just, I don't understand that kind of stuff. Same with the piggy costume. I don't get it. I mean, in my opinion, it could go to other resources and shit like that, but I don't know.
I think the most the most interesting part was talking to the main scenario writer.
I had to leave to go to breakfast on that one.
Oh, well, I thought it was
missed
kind
it.
of cool.
Really?
Because she was talking about how, well, there was some actually good questions saying, like, hey, would you add more side stories, like maybe add more Nero or Alice or Yagiri? And she's like, she's interested in it and it might happen. So I'm like, oh, that'd be kind of cool.
So was there a lot of good questions?
Something like adding more side quests, if there was a love story between Livia and Gaius, and talking about Emmerich and Lucia. So it feels like they're going to add some kind of love story into the game too, maybe.
Huh.
So that'd be
no
interesting.
softball questions for her.
No.
But softball questions for Yoshi.
I know, right?
How unfair.
Peaches.
Yeah, you like my outfit today?
What did someone say?
It's the Triple X live letter, so I had to dress for the occasion.
Oh my gosh.
I think somebody said I'm your gimp or something like that.
Yeah, I did see that. I was like, wait, what? And I had to look over. I'm like, what is he wearing?
It took me a while to put that one together. I'm trying to think with everything in my inventory, what could I do? And I tried.
That works.
I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to do the glamour thing, but I guess, meh. So anyways, hey guys, over at patreon.com/limitbreakradio, we have a little thing going on over there. If you even donate $1, that helps us out. We have a list of goals and stuff you can get, which, everybody, I will be sending out this Wednesday. I finally got the list from Juxta, and I sorted it and cleaned it up a little bit, and everything will be going out starting this Wednesday.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm excited. Everybody gets their stuff. The shirts look awesome. Tags, path tags, dog tags, what else? Posters. Everything will start going out. So, yeah, just $1 will help us out, you guys. That's basically all I need to do, if you can. Not saying you have to, but it'd be awesome.
If you can and if you love us.
That's right. Oh, I had a little hiccup in the stream this week, so I have to postpone it another week or so. I had some problems at home, so yeah, it's getting pushed back a little bit, but I should be streaming pretty soon. You know what? That was funny. They had that FEC about Double Dribble, the basketball game.
Yes.
I think I have that.
Oh, you have Double Dribble?
I think so. So if I do, I want to try to stream the reproduction of that same glitch, because I remember doing that when I was a little kid.
Oh my gosh.
I know. And not post it to YouTube so they can't flag it.
It's not as bad as that Techno Bowl clip that they did. I saw that clip on Family Guy. I'm like, wait a second.
I didn't see that. What was that one?
It's just showing how Bo Jackson is the fastest in the game because of that time.
You could do that. Oh my God.
It was Peter Griffin just taking the football with Bo Jackson and going towards the goal.
You would serpentine,
and then he runs back.
Oh, no shit.
Towards his other goal, and then he would run back to the goal.
You could do that.
It's crazy.
Oh my God! Back when the Tecmo Bowl 1 came out, I know a lot of people didn't play that. It was long before a lot of people. I was one of the ones who did play that, and that was my team, the Oakland Raiders, and I'm still an Oakland Raider fan. Bo Jackson, if anybody doesn't know, could have been one of the greatest running backs of all time in football. So they gave him this God mode just about where you could run, and it would take 5 or 6 people just to tackle that one player. It was unbelievable. It was awesome. Oh, I didn't see that on that. I wish I would have watched. Oh man.
Games.
Yeah. I think I know I have that, so I know I'm gonna have to definitely stream that. But yeah, I plan on doing some variety streaming, some vintage stuff. I want to dust off. Hopefully, the Nintendo and Sega and TurboGrafx and all that shit still works. So I hope I'm playing that stuff for you guys.
Yeah, look out for Papa streaming.
That's right. Hey, do you have a relic?
I started it. I think I'm like 32 out of 80.
Oh, okay. So you're almost in the same boat I am. Okay.
Yeah, for my work.
I was wondering, what you thought about the anima, but since you don't have one, I can't talk about it. So yeah, okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay because I don't have one. And I've said from the beginning, I don't ever plan on getting one. it's not my type of game just to grind out shit like that. I just don't like doing that. I mean, I do tomes here and there, but it's rare that I cap them. I mean, I just like going in, playing with friends. That's what I like doing.
Yeah, same here.
Mm-hmm. That's when we were doing those, the coils. I was doing it just to have fun. Well, I needed the clears too, but it was having fun, So, what are your thoughts on the final steps of faith? What do you think that's going to be like?
Oh, I have no idea. I looked at it. I'm like, it's another trial with the dragon.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. It's just something about patch 3.3 that's not making me excited right now. Like inside, like I really need to play. So
yeah.
No, not really.
I would like it if they did like the fish hap thing, where you march down the bridge, and like these guys were saying, he just totally just fucks shit up because you're right on that bridge. I think it'd be awesome. You just walk down the bridge and he's just messing stuff up, and then finally at the end, you beat. In my opinion, you would beat. God damn it! I forgot his name. I just had a brain fart.
Estinian?
No, he turns into Estinian.
I don't know.
Oh man, damn it! Somebody help me out because I'm having a senior moment and I'm dying here. Oh my god! I forgot the name of the fucking dragon we're all trying to fight.
Nidhogg.
Nidhogg! Yes, I am such a bad player. See? I'm such an asshole. Thank you. Thank you, Nidhogg. Yeah, so anyways, you fight 2 stints with against Nidhogg, and then he finally just breaks down and you kill Estinian.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's got to stay dead. You hear that, Essie? Somebody's got to die finally.
Stay dead.
I know, because nobody fucking dies.
No. Someone did die.
No, he'll be back.
Oh, Harchefon?
Yeah, Harch and Farts will be back.
How will he be back? As in the zombie?
Yeah, he'll be primal.
Okay.
Everybody's so sad about Harchefon. They're going to bring him back as a primal just because everybody's thinking about him.
I doubt it.
Hey, I mean, I was almost right with the prediction of the patch date. You know?
early June. I said the Tuesday right after.
You did? You said that?
Yeah, I said the Tuesday right after.
I think I said a week after you did.
Yeah.
So I was 1 week away, and I think I'm right about the Fields of Glory, you guys. I have to say that is going to be the area where Camp Glory was. I don't know. I just have that feeling.
How many people will actually play that?
Probably not many. And
exactly.
Yeah, and it's sad because everybody's doing the feast right now. But I don't know. It depends on when the feast ends. Isn't it supposed to be at the patch? Or is that 3.35 this season?
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, it does go by the patches, though.
So maybe they will stop that and just go start doing Fields of Glory.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah, I'd probably do it once or twice. I mean, I liked the maps they had for the other front lines. I thought they were kind of neat. But who knows? I mean, maybe I would like to see some of the incentives and better gear, better looking gear. So yeah, I guess.
Sorry, I'm distracted.
Yeah, I am. I was looking at that too. I mean, I'm
like, what is Skuro and Taser doing on the screen?
Oh, that's who that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. Anyways, so I would like to try the Aquapolis. That is one thing I know I kind of had my reservations, but I want to try it once and see how it is. But from what I guess I would also have to see what people are saying the rewards are, not just the 100K, because that totally is not worth it for me.
Exactly. Yeah, I want to see what other rewards that they can give and something exclusive for that dungeon only. So
right, I think
hopefully it'll be cool.
I think when I first jumped servers and I started selling shit on the wards, I made 600K in 30 minutes. So 100 is just a drop in the bucket. So,
oh gosh.
Yeah, I don't know if it would be. Oh, thank you for doing that.
You're welcome. I had to time him out. Skuro. He's. Ugh. Right. I just wish I can take him off the screen.
Yeah, that's okay. Just blink a couple times. And But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of like what Eskalia said. This patch is meh.
Yeah, it is, man.
So we'll see. I mean, hopefully they're holding a lot back, and I don't know. Hopefully they got it. They got to turn it around somehow. I know they started to in 3.2, but I hope they. I just hope they start making things right. A lot of this stuff coming out now, in my opinion, you got Lords of Verminion. Diadem took a shit.
Diadem. There's nothing for Diadem, Skuro.
Yeah.
I really, really hope it crushes your soul.
Take that. But yeah, I mean, they're just missing the ball on a lot of stuff, and I just don't understand it.
I don't know. With the main storyline saying it's going to be the wrap-up of a Dragon Song War, I wonder what's next. Like,
Right.
what else is going to be there? Is something going to happen on the mainland with the old school stuff? Well, we still have the Scions. We still need to catch up with, like...
Right. Yeah, like a Papalymo.
And Papalymo.
I don't know. I know we still got to deal with the Empire.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
God, there's so many loose ends out there.
A lot.
That's the problem. I mean, I wish they would have closed a lot of doors a while ago, but they leave all these loose ends, and it just very fragmented.
Timeline's a little bit weird.
Yes, very much so. Oh, man.
Yeah.
So, did you like both shows today?
Both shows are good.
Yeah.
Gotta go over some notes. Had some good calls there. Like, I was surprised about Rob from New York.
You know,
when I got the call, I'm like, oh, cool, someone's calling, finally. And I'm like, hi, this is Foamy Law from Twitch. I'm like, whoa, no way.
I remember back when I was just listening to the podcast with my fiance driving back and forth to work. And we were one of those like, Rob, this is the same person. And until today, when I actually sat in the studio, guys, it's not. They are not the same person.
It is not the same person, trust me.
Yeah. So, yeah, you guys, how about that? There is a Rob and a Robbie. But, yeah, the whole spirit animal. We'll talk to Kallo hopefully here in a minute. There he is.
Konnichiwa, bitches.
Konnichiwa.
Oh, jeez.
We were just talking about you, man.
I figured.
Yeah. Talking about
what
you
were
and
you
your
saying?
Spirit animal buddy there.
Oh, Rob from New York.
Rob from New York, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How's that going?
I don't know. We don't keep up on the Twitterer or like Facebook.
You guys don't message each other.
He's a fucking enigma to everyone.
Now, when he said he was watching, you think did he say it was on Twitch or was it through your window?
No, I think it was on Twitch.
He watches on Twitch.
He lives in New York.
So
Roku
he says.
TV.
Why would you come to fucking Flint?
Why not? Yeah, good point. Just don't drink the water while you're there. Or they're fixing that though. Apparently, I don't know.
Isn't like Snoop Dogg doing a charity event for Flint too?
I have no
to help
idea.
with the water.
I don't know.
Something like that.
I have no
Interesting.
idea.
Well, good for him. Good for him. So, how'd you like the 3.3 stuff? Are you high on it, or you got?
I'm still just waiting. I mean, obviously, Deep Dungeon sounds cool, but that's still a half patch off. So
Right.
I guess I'm looking forward to the Relic Weapon, being able to start grinding that out. But other than that,
So you think I'm still crazy about the diadem thing, like them putting that in there, or do you think that would?
no, yeah, I think they'll probably put it in there in some fashion,
Right.
Because they said that there are going to be more ways to get items for your relic in this step than there were in the previous step. And in the previous step, you could get them through Poetics, you could get them through ESOs, you could get them through doing Gordius, and you could get them through Beastman quests.
Right.
So there's 4 ways right there to
Right.
get 4 different items.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that they will probably you can get and you could get them through treasure chests.
Yeah. That's
So
right, yeah.
that's 5, and there's going to be more ways. I mean, you got to think that they're probably going to put them in Midas.
Yeah.
You can probably get them through the Moogle quests, I don't think that they're going to add them to Beastmen using the same currency, because then if you already have currency staved up, you could skip over the steps.
Void Arc? You think they might?
They might put them in the new Void Arc in some capacity. They could put them in Diadem. They could put them in the Aquapolis. Like, they could drop from all different kinds of places. Obviously, Poetics, obviously ESOs, maybe even lore to
PvP marks.
PvP marks, maybe. I could see them using hunt marks, Centurios, and Allied Seals, because those are pretty much worthless right now. So yeah,
we'll see.
But yeah, that's about it. I mean, at this point, I'm still just kind of logging in, getting my lore for the week, and then going. Oh! This is the perfect chance to do this.
Yeah,
I was gonna do this on the show, but now I'm gonna do it here.
Awesome.
What I've been doing is playing my alt character.
Oh, you have an alt?
You got an alt.
I have an alt character.
Where in Balmung?
On a server that you wish. On a server that is not Swagatonis that I've been playing.
And not Balmung.
And I am now a level 22 gladiator. I'm not a paladin yet. I'm a level 22 gladiator. I have over 1 million gil.
On Balmung.
Why do you think it's Balmung?
I don't know. You might have a change of heart.
And go to Balmung. You're not there anymore, so what do you care?
I have an alt there still.
Oh.
How often do you play your alt?
Here and there.
Here and there, yeah.
Yeah, I've been logging in more, but...
Yeah, I will not be playing it on stream, obviously, which kind of makes it difficult to play it, because I've been doing a lot of... I haven't been doing a lot of streaming recently, but I plan on it. But yeah, so I have an alt somewhere out there, and you guys aren't going to find it, because the name is completely different from anything that you would expect from me. So you're not going to be able to go and find like a second Kallo Landis or you know, Lalo Candace or something, you know, dumb like that.
Right.
There is one person who knows it, but that's all the hint that you're getting.
Juxta.
Spooky Secret by Melkythera. That means that Melkythera knows?
It's not Melkythera, no.
Interesting. Do you play Paladin or Gladiator on Sarge?
No. I think I've gotten it to like 14 or something like that.
How you liking it? Tanking?
It's all right. I haven't actually really tanked all that much. I mean, obviously, I've done at least each of the dungeons one time through the quests. I'm actually at Ifrit, so I have to do Ifrit the next time I decide to log on and play. But I mean, I played all of the tank classes in World of Warcraft, and it was pretty easy. So you know, we'll see.
Right. So why Paladin or a Gladiator? Just wondering. I mean, because you got the you can be a marauder.
Because quicker queues.
Yeah.
Quicker queues.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Basically, you know, when I play this, I want to be able to like get stuff done and progress. So I'm like, I'll try tank.
I guess Gladiator would be a little bit easier than Marauder to start out.
Yeah, plus I just like the idea of Paladin more than Gladiator. I've always wanted to get the, I forget which item level it is, but the Paladin PvP gear that is like the lion or whatever, and then dye it like all pure white dye. And then get now I'd have to level fucking healer, but get the white title. I just thought that would be like a really cool sort of like image to go with.
Cool. Heck yeah, there you go, everybody. Kallo's on another server. You gotta find him.
Yep.
Find him, stalk him.
Maybe if someone actually finds me, I'll give you a prize.
Oh. There you go.
I don't know what kind of prize, but maybe I'll give you a prize. I'll buy like a pet off the auction house or something.
So will you like give out little hints here and there?
No.
No?
No.
So
this is savage mode.
Right.
This is Where's Kallo savage mode.
Awesome.
I kind of want to see what people in the chat are saying.
Did you pick a server or you did the random?
No, I actually picked a server.
How am I associated with
People think that Mini Bun is one of them. How am I associated with Kallo? Because it's the best. What's the best? I don't know what's the best.
Kallo the White, owner of the Ku Klux Klan. That's perfect, you know?
Great.
So are you going to do any of the Fields of Glory? I mean, you're going to do the Dick Ninja thing? And just,
yeah, I'll do that. I still need to get at least one of the rank. Well, actually, no. You know what? Even the current PvP gear doesn't have a PvP rank associated with it anymore, does it? To where you have to be a certain rank to wear it?
I don't think so.
If they completely did away with that, I mean, I'll still do it here and there, obviously, and at least to get all the glamour. I might
even if it's hideous, or
yeah,
I'm not a big fan of the new shit.
No, me either. But yeah, even if it's hideous, I think I'm gonna switch over to Ul'dah though, because Ul'dah is I started with Gridania. Well, I mean, I was originally Ul'dah, but then I switched to Gridania, and I was able to, I think, get all of the achievements that had to do with turning stuff in or with accumulating certain grand company seals and blah, 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 and stuff like that. And I finished that with Gridania. I finished that with Limsa, so I have to go back to Ul'dah and finish it there. And honestly, the only reason that I started switching to begin with was to get each of the pets that are associated with the achievements for finishing the Grand Company Hunt log. So I might, just as like a thing, every 30 days, just switch Grand Companies again and try and fill out some of their Grand Company achievements. I don't fucking know.
Right.
I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
You want to know what I'm most pissed about that we actually didn't talk about on today's show?
Yeah, what?
The fact that the new Beastman is going to be fucking crafting dailies. That pisses me off to no fucking end.
But
no buts. Because I know exactly what it, and Nero would have said the same thing. Yeah, but it fills a role. We needed that. Did we though?
I would like to see it have both.
Is it
Each
actually
one have both?
That's fine because
Just
it
be
is
fair.
because it's the Moogles and the Wyverns. So if they could do both, that's fine.
Yeah.
But the idea that we need to have crafting dailies because we had them in 2.0, no, that's bullshit. Okay, because first of all, I think that crafting participation is probably at the lowest point that it has been. Obviously, I don't know that for sure.
I would agree.
I don't know that for sure. But all I know is that I used to craft, or I used to care about getting them up. And now it's just so fucking complicated. It's so hard to get it in that I have no will to do it whatsoever, And I don't think this is going to help. The only thing that this is possibly going to do is give us a way to level up the crafters that we're not even fucking using anyway. And the Exali dailies were annoying as shit.
They were
super annoying. Okay, and if their whole thing was, we want to put the Moogles back in the good graces, this is not the fucking way to do it. Holy shit.
I'm going to agree with you there.
It's so bullshit. And the other thing that I was looking forward to it for was, first of all, I don't see how you can have a very compelling story with this. I mean, the Exali storyline was really fucking stupid.
Yeah, trying to get
really
back
boring.
Up to the sky.
Let's make a fucking airship. Cool. And I was so looking forward to having another way, another set of dailies, as well as the Vanu and the Nath to help level alts up. And fucking good fucking luck on that now.
Right.
Bullshit.
I mean, I was a level 50 crafter when I started doing the Ixal ones. And they're bullshit. Because XP didn't matter. I mean, my fiance, that's how she leveled up with her crafters up, was through that. But
this might be a cool way for everyone to get their crafters to 60, but you're still not going to spend the billions of gil that you're going to need to on gear and on fucking grade 5 materials to get you to a competitive level with the other crafters who've been doing this for fucking ages already anyway. I mean, there might be like a 2% of the population that'll do that.
Right.
But it's not enough. There's no way that you are getting more benefit out of making the Moogles crafting dailies than you would making them legitimate dailies.
Correct. No, I wholeheartly agree. And then once you get to 60, you got to start doing scripts, and that's a whole nother fucking
scripts.
Yeah. I started doing little fishing because I'm fucking bored. Actually, fishing.
That must be really boring.
I am, yeah.
Dude, I leveled 1 to 50 fishing in like a weekend.
Yeah, it's easy. I mean, when you get to
you
50
don't
to
even
60,
have to look at the screen.
No.
All you have to do is listen for the sound effect.
Netflix and
So all you have to do is have your finger on 1 and 2.
Yep.
1 is cast, 2 is reel in. Watch Netflix, and when you hear bloop, reel in, cast. Bloop, reel in, cast, and never once look at the screen.
I finished the league this past weekend because of that.
Maybe Juck still watched that time. We haven't went back and watched it just yet.
Yeah, it's my. I'm gonna keep watching it. I hope they come out with season 7. I got it all finished.
I'm gonna go home and watch porn myself.
There you go. Yeah, get the fitness thing going. Or
no, I need a chick for that.
Well, I mean, you get the solo thing going. I mean, you'll fucking have an arm like fucking Popeye after a while, You get that one arm.
I already do that, and obviously, as you can see, it's not working out so well for me.
Maybe you should go back up to the 10 times a day,
Maybe.
The cardio. Oh shit, man. So how like that discussion towards the end of FEC?
I don't know. I feel like it's not really much of a discussion because we all have pretty much similar views on it, and that's that it's fucking bullshit.
Right.
And it's really frustrating, not even just as a content creator, but just as, you know, a person with common fucking sense and common decency, that shit like this happens, you know?
Oh, yeah.
It's complete bullshit. I mean, I kind of likened it to, you know, the idea of, you know, the big corporations like Walmart and Kmart and Meijer's, you know, shitting on little mom and pops businesses because when they go up, there's, you know, you save so much fucking money and they just put them out so quickly. But in that sort of sense, like, it sucks, but, you know, they're not technically doing anything illegal. They're just providing it at a cheaper price, you know? So it sucks, but, you know, what are you gonna do about it? Whereas when it comes like the shit that Fox is doing, that's just straight up fucking
egregious. Yeah.
Like there's no, it's fucking black and white, man. Like, that's shit you can't do. I mean, imagine if there's some fucking show out there that decides that they want to do a spoof on the idea of podcasts, and, you know, they fucking take a clip of our show and put it on there. Right. Where they're like, people are like making fun of, like, you know, look at all these, you know, losers on the internet trying to be famous. And then boom, suddenly they copyright our show. Like, it's, I don't even have words for it.
When they talked about, we were talking about the whole Tecmo Bowl and double dribble thing. I think I have those. I want to try to recreate them. But I mean, just the fact that Fox was just able just to impose their will and just do that.
I would like to know if that's something that they, I mean, obviously this is something that they could admit to.
They'll never admit to it.
Well, to a certain extent. Not whether or not they're like, oh yeah, we put that in there so we could do it. But what I would like to know is if an actual person went to that guy's thing, was like, nope, that's ours now, boom, or if it was a case of an automated service that just goes around scanning.
Oh, like the bot, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we know that they have bots out there that do it, and we know that they also have probably fucking sweatshops somewhere where they have people who are just, you know, sitting there watching videos, or go around looking for videos that they can do those on. But yeah, I would be interested to know if that was an actual person who pulled the trigger on that or not.
Or maybe, hypothetically, somebody trying to expose the flaw.
How popular is the guy whose video it was originally? I forget what his name was now, but how many like subscribers does he have?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Kooky, do you know the answer to that?
No, I don't. I just know his name has switched.
Oh,
but I didn't look into it.
Yeah, because I mean, again, because if this is allowed to go on, this could potentially be a way for big corporations to make a little money on the side. To be like, all right, what can we put in our shows somewhere? How can we put it in there to where we can then claim copyright on it and, you know, get possibly, you know, put in some DMCA takedowns or whatever that we know that these people can't fight. So then, you know, we're making money on their videos. It's just like a little side thing, you know?
I forgot who said it. I think you called them out on it. That they said that the that goes in that little fund.
Into a fund that's withheld until it's proved one way or the other. But again, like, how much money would you really have to put into it to just hire like a small firm of guys, right, to go around and like figure out what videos might be easy targets and actually get into DMCAs where, it's now up to the little guy to prove it, right? But if he can't prove it or doesn't want to prove it, could, you know, Fox then eventually be like, all right, well, you couldn't prove it, so that is ours now, and now they are getting the holdings.
I would like to see some kind of harsher penalty on the bigger guy.
It won't ever happen.
No,
because the problem is, as much as we want YouTube to look out for the little guys, they're not even necessarily looking out for the big guys. They're looking out for themselves.
Correct.
They're protecting themselves from liability. And unfortunately, in protecting themselves, they open up loopholes for the bigger guys.
Right. You know, it'd be nice if somebody else would come around with another avenue for people to go to.
I don't know, man.
There's not too many out there.
No, I don't know. Fuck them.
Oh man, excited for Pokemon Go, aren't you?
I am.
Yeah, you were pretty animated.
Again, I mean the actual gameplay itself, like just as a single player game, you're right. It's Nate's right. It's not that big a deal. Like if I didn't have any friends who were playing it and it was literally just me, I wouldn't play it.
Right.
Because going out and walking around and making some collection that no one else is going to see, it's not worth it. Right. But because I know that there are other, my other friends, fans are interested in this, being able to get together and have stories about it is what's going to make it fun. It's the same thing with Overwatch. When I play Overwatch by myself, after 3 or 4 matches, I'm done for the night. Like, that's it. I've had enough. Or if I have, like, a really bad match, I fucking rage quit, okay?
Right.
But what is rage-inducing as a solitary experience, when you suddenly have 5 or 6 friends with you that you're experiencing it with,
right,
and you're all raging together, suddenly it's fun, right? So, yeah, I'm absolutely looking forward to Pokemon Go just because of all the stories that it's going to inspire. Yeah. And I'm always a big fan. Whenever I play any Pokemon games, I give nicknames to everything.
Oh, really?
Everything. And obviously some of them are very uninspired, when it comes to, like, common things that you get. And what's cool about Pokemon Go, I feel, is depending on where you catch them or what you have to go through to catch them, that's going to end up kind of inspiring their names. And so now you'll actually be able to look back during your travels, or when you go into your delivery box and you see your Rattata named Delaney,
right?
You remember, oh yeah, I was on Delaney Street down in the ghetto getting that thing, and I was so fucking sure that the people across the road who were eyeballing me the entire time and reaching inside their coats were probably gonna fucking shoot me.
Or
for
getting
a fucking Rattata, who's not even the two top fucking percentile. Fuck you, Delaney. And then you release him into the wild because he's a fucking bitch who almost got you shot.
Like I said, or maybe they're hilarious. Playing too. Like, this dude's looking for Pokemon Go. Let's pull.
And that's what's going to happen. Like, every single one of your Pokemon is going to have a fucking story behind it.
Yeah.
That's going to be different from everybody else's. In Pokemon Sun and Gold, everyone's going to get a fucking Magikarp from fucking Route 23 when they trade their fucking Bidoof to some guy for the magic. It's all going to be the same. Everyone got that Magikarp from the same fucking place. But Pokemon Go, everyone is going to be different. It might not be battling, it might not be capturing in the same way that we're used to, but this is more Pokemon in real life than Pokemon ever was.
Nice. So hopefully it works out for you. I have nothing to do with Pokemon. I've never known anything about it.
Why?
You've never played one?
I've never played one.
All right, you know what?
Never
Did
played
you watch
it.
anime?
It is now your job. I'm giving you a job. This is your intern job.
Yeah.
You have to play a Pokemans.
I might do it. The fiance's big into Pokemon.
No, not might. I'm telling you, as a host of Limit Break Radio, as an owner of Limit Break Radio, as an intern, you have to play a Pokemon.
So that means I have to go out and buy a 3DS.
Or get a fucking emulator. I don't give a shit.
I don't know where to get that shit from.
Google it.
Google it. Okay, I'll Google that. Okay. No, I'll give it a shot. I will give it a try.
Gosh, you can play fucking Pokemon Red and Blue on, like, calculators nowadays.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Pokemon, so I'll have to watch the anime and stuff.
You don't have to watch the anime. Just play the game. That's all you have to do.
Okay.
I'll fucking lend you a 3DS if I have to. I'll give you my old just DS in a Pokemon game.
Oh, I just need the game. I got a DS.
Oh, well,
got
fuck.
a DS.
Yeah, I'll just borrow you a game or some shit then.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Good.
Yeah. All
Gotta
right.
be the very best. Fucking Nero for being a fucking dick when I try to make a fucking Fields of or Edge of Glory reference.
I was with you on that one.
I know, and he's just like, like he has something against Lady Gaga or something. Fuck off, Nero.
He's a good artist.
Just because you don't find a joke funny doesn't mean you got to shit all over it.
Exactly. I mean, a lot of people's comedy is not for everybody.
You fucking dick shit. We let you rage on about stuff whenever you go on a rage. Like it's not like I suddenly we show him like, look, Nero, look, we've had enough for one day. Cut your rant short, okay? You get into it, you just go with it. We let you go for it, man.
Oh, man. So what's new with you? It's been a while since you've been on the show. What's new with you?
Been playing Final Fantasy 7 and Final Fantasy 9.
Streaming.
Not that Kooky would know because she doesn't show up for my Final Fantasy 9 streams anymore.
When did you last
last night.
Last night, yeah. I've seen it.
Yeah, last night I did all of the Terra stuff, which is all like really powerful emotional things where, Kallo wanted to confess his love to Kooky, but wasn't able to. And just before that, when Nika tries to get you to confess your love for Kallo to her, and instead you just didn't, like, kind of just brush it off and run away. And there's that whole big stuff where they play "You're Not Alone" in the background, where Koo just tried to wipe Kallo's memory, and like everyone's trying to rally him together, and he just fucking like brushes everybody off, and even calls Juxta and Nika brats and little twits. And it's Kooky that like brings him back from the brink, and you weren't there to share that experience with me, and I'm really salty about it.
I'm sorry, but you heard I took a nap from like 4:30 until like 9 o'clock at night, just so I could do the live letter.
I'm glad.
Well, I had to do work for LBR.
And guess what? I am pretty much at the end, so now it's almost over.
I could go back and rewatch it anyway.
But it's not the same as you being there and experiencing it with me.
Oh. You still post screenshots to me.
And I can't like name you. We can't like continue this in FF10 because you can only name the Titus after somebody. So now Kallo's just going to be in love with Yuna.
That's right, you can't.
No, you can't. So now I'll have to like go back and I guess I could restart FF8 and play that from the beginning. I've already played through so much of that now. I don't know if I'll be able to go and do it again. Like, I'm already at the point where it's hard for me to go back and finish it, even just on my own. But I'd have to go back like as far as like FF5 or FF6, which I guess I could do. I mean, I need to do it eventually, but I don't know. I just never had as much of a connection to those. But going back and doing 9 and even 8, I mean, it's been obviously years since I do it. You know, that was back like in middle and high school, and I'm able to get a better appreciation for it. So maybe going back and redoing 5 and 6 won't be as bad, and I'll because I mean a lot of people like 6 more than 7, 8, 9, or 5 or whatever. So and then maybe I can go back and redo that and get something else out of it. But
you really distraught over Kooky not being there though.
This is supposed to be like our thing,
right?
Oh my gosh, I've been busy too.
No,
busy.
Yeah.
She's too busy.
I've been
Too busy for me. I see.
Kelly's truck broke down, so
No,
like
it's
we
fine.
had been dealing with car dealerships. We had to get a new car.
It's fine.
And then I have to teach him stick shift so he can drive my car.
You had to teach him
It's
stick?
so busy.
Kooky.
Yeah, I have to teach him stick.
Oh my god.
Fine. I have Pixel and Silite in FF7. I don't need you.
All right, fine.
That was supposed to hurt you.
I don't care about 7 really.
I'm just saying, I don't need Kooky anymore. How does that make you feel?
I can stop doing things for you guys.
I hope it hurts you, because that's how I am right now. I'm hurt, and I'm retaliating out of my hurtness.
So you don't need me anymore?
I'm just going to give my tail to somebody else. What do you think about that?
No, that's fine.
I'm done.
Wow. He's storming off. I think every show he does this.
He does. Because he's a little bitch.
Oh man. Well, I never called him that because I'm just the intern, but I guess you got more weight in this. Wow. So, yeah. What's up, Callie? How are you? You feeling better? You doing okay? You weren't feeling okay earlier. I mean, are you doing okay now?
Oh, it's hot in here. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Forget how hot it gets in here.
He left mad.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I can tell. The seat's like burning.
Yeah.
Oh, it's wet too.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I have no control over people in the room when they come in here.
Ugh, gross.
Yeah, that's your chair too. So he wet in your chair.
I'm sure he did. Yeah. Great.
You feeling okay, though?
Papa, I know where you're sitting next week.
It's okay. I'll see.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I've had a sinus infection for like 2 weeks. It's been like even like on the Eskalia stream the other night, I had to turn like my camera away every few minutes and be gross. But yeah, no, I'm getting there slowly but surely. Today is the day of the migraine.
Ugh.
So yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Right.
86 is asking, what's your cup size now?
Can I give that in feet or?
Wow,
How about 4 gallons? Does that work for you? What kind of measurement are we going for?
Oh man, yeah, we just went off the rails today. I think we had that 5-minute masturbation joke.
We did. We had a 5-minute bit on jacking off, and that's the sort of thing where we look at the feedback that we get, and people want to talk about masturbation.
Yeah, we strive for excellence.
You know what? We do. We strive for excellence, and our people out there in the masturbation nation, they need to hear about it. It's fine.
I am going to make that into a highlight throughout the week.
Yeah, the Masturbation Nation.
Yeah,
That's them, man.
Yeah, I got two. That and the shit dick one too.
Oh yeah,
can't forget about the shit dick.
Yeah, it's sometimes you're just going and you say something stupid. And like I can either stop and look stupid, or keep going and prove that I am. So we'll just go with it.
Oh man, so are you back in 14 or?
Yeah, well, yeah, no. I mean, I am playing again, so unlike like 3 weeks ago or so where I was just gone out of 14,
right.
I am back in. I'm kind of where everyone else is, where it's just like, holy crap, is it June 7th yet?
Right.
Because, I don't want to just get on and do my 2 dungeons every day and do my Alexanders for the week or whatever. We're all kind of having that struggle right now.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, there's got to be more. And I kind of unlike everyone else, I'm like, man, there's nothing else to do. Maybe I'll peek my head into Savage. Like, how bad could that? How bad could it really be, right?
I made a gaffe earlier when everybody was talking about Midas. I haven't tried Midas. I went into Gordius.
Okay.
And that was a shit show.
I kind of want to go into Savage Midas. Just be like, you know what?
Give it a shot.
Yeah, I mean, worst case scenario, people think I suck. What's the difference?
Exactly.
Nothing's changed. So I get that all the time. Like in the groups, I'm like, wow, you're something. You're pretty terrible.
Never said I was good.
That says I never claimed otherwise. That's true.
I want you to
Jesus.
know they didn't actually ask for you. I was hoping when you came in, they'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing here?"
Why is
Just so you know.
Why is this chair wet?
No, you were the one fucking sitting in it.
Oh my.
Oh, and he does that too. And every time he runs off, he comes back later and says something, and then he runs back off again.
Yeah.
Because he misses us.
Oh yeah, that's
I still have
he doesn't miss being on the microphone or on camera or anything.
I don't know if he heard what you called him, but we'll let him know. She called him up.
Yeah, he's asking me right now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he did. Oh man, I like the discussion you came up with FEC.
Oh, fan-made content?
Yeah.
Yeah, that, I mean, just every so often we'll be like, all right, so who's got an idea for what we want to talk about on FEC? And that's just an idea, but I've been kicking around for a while because I think fan-made content's cool, and I had just talked about Portal as one of my all-time favorite games, which was ostensibly a fan project. So I think fan-made content has a lot to offer, and one of my favorite things about hosting Limit Break Radio is when someone hands me a piece of fan art or anything of that nature where it's got one of my characters or something I've done reference to it. That is the coolest thing in the world to me. It's like I keep every piece of fan art that I get. I have it somewhere. I have folders on my computer with it in it, and just I'll look through it every now and then. I love that kind of stuff. So
right, hell yeah,
yeah. So when I see fan made content, it blows my mind when people don't like it. Like when something fan made is done, and the creator just turns their nose up at it. That blows my mind because I'm just like,
it's publicity.
Even if it's not, even if it's not publicity, even if they just send it privately to you, like that's still like someone who loves your product enough to spend their time drawing a picture or writing a story or creating something about your work.
It's an homage to what you've done.
Yeah, it's like that's the coolest thing in the world to me. I cannot fathom turning my nose up at something like that. It's beyond me.
Yeah, I just like you said, I just don't get why content creators do that.
Why you would ever pass on any kind of free publicity like that. And like not only that, but when you do turn your nose up at it or when you do issue a takedown, you're getting bad publicity for like that. People don't think like, you tell them. Like I look at Blizzard, like I don't think the majority of people were like, yeah, you shut that Nostalria server down. I understand why they did it. I understand from a legal protection standpoint why they would choose to do it and why it probably made sense for them to eat the bad PR to do it. But that's it. They're eating bad PR for it, and that is the price that they're paying to get that server taken down. So for me, like I look at something like the Nostalria server, and like that is a group of people who loves the original incarnation of your game, who loved it so much that they would risk like whatever it cost them to do it, to keep it and run it and bring it back. And that's the coolest thing in the world to me. Obviously, for their protection standpoint, they chose, you know what? Hey, we're gonna issue the takedown. We're gonna work with the guys who made it to see if we can kind of find some common ground, maybe something we can work with. But we're gonna take it down. But at the same time, I love that like there are FF11 servers out there, and Square Enix has basically made the decision. Yeah, does 11 have that many people that were super worried about your 700-person private server? No, I mean the Nostalria's had 1 million people on it. Not 1 million people. I'm sorry, 150,000. 150,000 people on it. That's a lot of people.
But didn't the developer, that one guy, say you don't want to play this game.
That was such a
fucking
bullshit
balls.
statement. Yeah, the balls. Like we're not going to make a vanilla version, and you don't want that. Clearly, 150,000 people do want that. Like, where do you get off in determining what your players want quite like that? No.
I wonder how many people that didn't know about that server that would have gone.
I had no idea that it existed.
I've never played Warcraft, but I can only imagine. I mean,
yeah. I thought it was a good idea, and I think it's cool when someone loves your game enough that they would make something like that to let it continue living on in some other fashion. And if you're doing something like what Square Enix, like I would think Square Enix is almost more justified in it because they're trying to keep FF11 alive in other ways and saying like, well, here is FF11 as best we can produce it for the modern era. Mm-hmm. I think they would almost be more justified, whereas WoW's solution is like, no, this is what we're making now, and you're going to like that.
Right.
But then again, they're Blizzard, and they are kind of all powerful in America right now, so it is what it is.
Yeah. I was going to talk to Robbie about this, but since you're in here, you're a comic book nerd like myself and Robbie. Have you heard more people for the Thor Ragnarok cast? Have you heard any news?
No. In fact, what makes news more for Thor Ragnarok is everyone who's not going to be in it. They keep they're saying the leading lady who was in the other movie, she's not going to be in it apparently.
Right.
No, they have
Kate
been
Blanchett?
They've been very mum on Thor Ragnarok casting.
Have you heard who's the Grand Master going to be?
No.
Jeff Goldblum.
No kidding.
Really?
Oh,
No
that's
lie.
awesome.
I seen that this morning.
Oh, it's so good. All right, I love Jeff Goldblum. I totally admit it. I do. I love Jeff Goldblum. I think he's quirky as shit. I don't care if he's played the same character in every movie since
Exactly.
Jurassic Park. I don't care.
He played
Ian
the same
Malcolm for
character in the
life.
fucking League, for Christ's sake.
He did. He's the same character in everything he's ever been in. And someday they're going to make a multiverse movie where he meets all of his other versions of himself, and it's going to be great.
Multiple Man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he already made that movie. Never mind. They already made it. I'm sure it was great. He's like, yes, and you see, then we have to go to the, yes, and then,
Can you imagine being in a room with like 100 of those?
oh my God, 100 Jeff Goldblum like lookalikes.
Yeah.
Be the best. Lose my mind and enjoy every moment. I'm looking like you talk about guilty pleasures that you're looking forward to. Independence Day 2. I can't help it.
I want to see that.
I do
really
too.
do.
It's gonna be
I
terrible.
really want to see that one too.
I was kind of mad that Will Smith isn't in it.
Yeah,
They killed
apparently he
off
shows
his
up in one of the
character?
trailers.
Really?
In the newest trailer, supposedly he shows up in it.
I heard they killed off his character.
Yes, yeah, he appears in it, but I'm thinking it might be as a flashback.
Probably a flashback, yeah.
because his character is dead. I think it's great that Bill Pullman's going to be in it
Yes.
again.
Yes.
Because I
I
love
highly doubt Randy Quaid is going to be in it.
Randy Quaid is living in an igloo somewhere in northern Montana
I thought they
next to a refrigerator box.
I thought they extradited him.
Did they get him?
I thought they did. I could
thought
be
he was
so
still
wrong
on the
on
run.
that, but-
I thought he was on the run still, so I don't know.
Probably
Talk
some
about a guy who
crazy
is
wild
out
man.
of his mind.
He looks like a fucking lumberjack. For
Yes,
Christ's sake.
if you look at a picture of Randy Quaid, you're just like, Eddie?
Exactly.
It's Cousin Eddie.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh my God. No. I loved the first Independence Day movie.
I did too.
As ostensibly terrible as it is.
I seen it in the theaters when it came out. Yeah. It was,
I don't think I did, but I saw it shortly after. I thought that movie was outstanding for how ridiculous it was. But I love Bill Pullman, so that helps a lot. Like to this day, Spaceballs is one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
Of all time.
Like, who would have thunk? I forgot his name.
Lone Star.
Lone Star.
Captain Lone Star.
would become the president of the United States in
that's it.
Independence Day.
You know it. That's it.
May the
The
Schwartz
best
be with
ever.
him.
May the Schwartz be with him. And apparently it was, especially around primary season.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
that guy. He's had a big career that Jeff Pullman has.
Bill Pullman? Yeah,
Bill
definitely.
Pullman. I'm sorry, I'm thinking of Jeff Goldblum too.
Yeah.
but yeah.
I think it's funny because you see that movie and I always mix him with Bill Paxton.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh yeah, the guy was in Twister. No, that's not right. He wasn't in Twister.
Yeah.
Guy was in Aliens? No, that was Paxton.
And he's been in a fuck ton of movies too.
Bill Paxton, yeah.
Paxton, yeah. He was in that Tom Cruise at the end of the world. What was that? The War of the Worlds.
War of the Worlds.
Yeah,
and
he
he
was
was
a
in
crazy
he was in
dude.
Air Force One.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Terminator. He was in Terminator. He was the guy that oh fuck. He was banging Linda Hamilton's roommate when Arnold Schwarzenegger came in.
Oh my God,
and
you're right.
killed
That's
him.
Bill Paxton.
Yes.
Oh my God. That might be like one of his first movies.
I think it
Like
is.
that and
Around in
Aliens.
Aliens, yeah.
Yeah.
Mind blown.
Mind blown, right? I love seeing actors like when they're just starting out.
Yeah.
There was, like when I saw Back to School with Rodney Dangerfield.
Yes.
And it's got a super young
Downey
Robert Downey
Jr.
Jr. as the kid's best friend. And you look at him, you're like, that's Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Right?
We
watched that.
You watch Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
And it's Johnny Depp, his first role.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I liked my favorite thing about that is in the director's commentary of Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
Yes.
They wanted Johnny Depp to be in that.
No way.
They did. They wanted him to come back and reprise his role for that movie. And he's like, I didn't want to ask Johnny Depp. I thought he'd gotten kind of too big to be willing to come back and do something like a project like this. And
Didn't he die?
Wes Craven did, yes, and it was very sad. But this is in the director's commentary for A New Nightmare, and they interviewed Johnny Depp about it later. He's like, "Absolutely, I would have done that.
That kind of shit.
My movie. That launched my movie career. Of course, I'd have done that."
He does that kind of quirky, weird shit.
That lets you just goes to show you. It doesn't hurt to ask. I mean, you always should ask.
I seen a YouTube video where he was on stage for a Marilyn Manson concert playing guitar.
Oh, so cool. I
love Johnny
I think
Depp.
it's cool, like the things that people like will do if you ask them.
Yeah.
Like Kooky. Did you what happened when you asked Susan Calloway if she would come on Limit Break Radio?
Yeah, sure, I'll do it, of course.
We
Just
didn't
ask.
We didn't have any ostensible reason for us to go to her and be like, hey, this would be a great opportunity for you to be on Limit Break Radio. We're just like, hey, we heard you're doing a new album and thought maybe you might like to come on our show. She's like,
yeah.
Just ask.
That's all you have to do for most of these people. Just ask.
You see Ryan Reynolds did the Honest trailer for Deadpool?
No, I haven't seen that.
Honest Trailers did Deadpool, and Ryan Reynolds came on to do his part.
No shit.
And appeared in the Honest trailer for it. Yeah.
Oh, I gotta see that.
It's great.
Oh my God.
It's so funny. I just saw Deadpool again because it came out on DVD now.
I gotta buy
still
that.
need to watch it.
I've seen it like 7 times now.
No shit. Some dude at work just finally seen. I said, you haven't never seen it? He goes, no. I said, did you see they're coming out with the second one? He goes, no.
Yeah, with cable. Yeah, next year.
Yeah, I said, you didn't watch a Marvel movie at the end of the credits. And he looked at me. Yeah, he looked at me. He goes, fuck, you're right.
Yeah, what are you doing, man? Yeah, the best Stan Lee cameo ever.
No shit.
Sure, it was his favorite anyway.
Did you see Captain America?
I did.
Did you see how'd you like the cameo?
I've liked almost all of his cameos. To be fair, it's Deadpool's number 1 and Amazing Spider-Man is number 2 for me, where he's the librarian or he's working in the school's library. That one is funny as hell.
I like the Age of Ultron one where he was talking about there's no superheroes.
Yeah, superheroes in New York. Come on. Yeah, that was at the first Avengers, man. I think. Actually.
Oh yeah.
That was the first Avengers.
The first Avengers.
And the Iron Man ones are great too, where Robert Downey Jr. keeps mistaking him for like Hugh Hefner or Larry
right,
King.
Larry King.
Yeah, those are great.
Oh my God, I'm gonna have to.
Deadpool was the first movie in almost 10 years to crack my top 5 all-time favorite movies list.
No shit.
I have not had. That list has been static now for like 10 years until Deadpool came along and knocked The Matrix out.
Really?
Yeah.
I love Deadpool.
Oh yeah, me too.
I mean, I wasn't too keen about Thermal Atomic. What was her name?
Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
That's it. Yeah, I mean,
well, that was the bit though,
right?
Like no one's ever heard of this character, and like that's kind of why they got her because she was dirt cheap. They didn't have to pay anything for her.
Exactly.
So they got her, and like they already had Colossus,
right?
Which is like I went into Deadpool feeling like I need this movie to be good.
Yeah.
I just saw Fantastic Four the other day and it was vomit inducing.
I think I fell asleep.
I've been looking forward to this movie since Wolverine Origins when my beloved Deadpool was just brutalized on screen.
Right.
I've waited 10 years for this. I've watched since the very first leaked footage. I've been on every word you could see about this movie. I need this to be good. And I started getting really nervous and then the opening credits started. And right away, I was like, "It's gonna be okay. I'm in good hands." And I just leaned back and enjoyed the movie. And
here's a thought just ran through my head: Fox owns Fantastic Four.
They do.
Owns X-Men.
They do.
Deadpool.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of the other ones. That's it, right?
Those are their 3 titles right now, I believe.
What?
Yes.
Now, what I think would be awesome if he would break the fourth wall and just cameo in all those.
They are full on expecting him to appear in the X-Men movies.
Right.
Like, they are, because they're going to allow, of course, it was so successful, they're going to allow more X-Men into Deadpool movies.
Well, yeah, because of the success.
But they are going to also, supposedly, he will make bit appearances in the X-Men movies. Now, the X-Men movies are self-contained in their universe. They don't allow for fourth wall breaking to nearly the same extent, so he won't have big parts. But they will have Deadpool appear, because why wouldn't you?
Right.
Because the movie was like by a expenditure to profit ratio was the most successful superhero movie in history.
Oh yeah.
So why wouldn't you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Deadpool. It was so awesome.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to the second one with Cable.
Yeah,
fun.
Exactly.
Because you look at like Deadpool and Cable, they were thrown in a comic together because both of their comics were underperforming.
Yeah.
Like Deadpool was not performing well and Cable was not performing well.
I can't
put them
wait
together
for the
and
one-liners.
We're going to cancel both their series and we're going to put them together. And we're going to make it cheaper that way. And then it was great.
Yeah. I can't wait for the one-liners.
Oh yeah. Oh god. I want to know who they're going to get to play Cable. Because I think, I know Dolph Lundgren said he wanted to do it. I think he's a little old, but it'd be funny anyway.
But Cable wasn't older.
He was an older guy, but I think even for that, I think Dolph Lundgren might be a bit old. Yeah. But I thought there's a lot of great suggestions. I still think Keira Knightley would be hysterical. Because that's what Deadpool, what Ryan Reynolds suggested at the end of Deadpool is like we get Keira Knightley. She's got range. I don't know.
Right.
I thought that would be hysterical. Like again, another fourth wall break to say now it's a woman playing Cable.
Right.
I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's funny as hell to me.
That would be. You think they'd bring in Domino?
I was surprised they didn't have Domino in the first movie, really, because Deadpool, especially recently, throughout the comics and throughout the video games that he's appeared in, Domino was featured kind of promonently. So it surprised me that they didn't have her, but I guess they wanted to do the love interest angle, so they chose not to. What was cool about me for that movie was that they borrowed almost none of their material from the comics. They stayed so far away from the comics and still managed to make it great. That's very impressive to me.
Yeah, the writing crew absolutely hit it out of the park. And of course, Ryan Reynolds, born to play Deadpool.
Born to play it, and he fought tooth and nail for it. So, all the respect in the world to him.
I mean, he showed it in Origins before the surgery, quote unquote. I mean, he was mouthy. He was the merc with a mouth.
Yeah.
I mean, but
and that they
then the atrocity
and
they did afterwards.
That they comment about I should sew your mouth shut. Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you. And just so much. There was so
even
much
the Green Lanterns fucking.
Don't make the super suit green or animated. So many great lines and just him making fun of his own acting talent. Just everything was right about that movie. They did it so well.
Yeah.
And the fact that they didn't make him save the world is so important for Deadpool, because Deadpool doesn't save the world.
No,
that's not his thing. Though he has the powers to. He's immortal effectively.
Yeah.
It's not his thing. He does what benefits him at the time or what he feels is right, and that's just kind of it. And that's why it works. That's why you can do it with D-list X-Men, or you can do it with villains who are kind of like, have I heard of you before? Ajax? What?
Oh, they can even bring back Banshee or something like that.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be anyone good. And it shouldn't be. That's why they said, I'll bet you get a much bigger budget for your next movie. And well, we don't really need a bigger budget. We're kind of good with where we're at. Deadpool isn't about islands being lifted up out of the ground and blown up. That's not what Deadpool. That's not the element that he finds himself in. He's the guy who's fighting in an apartment complex and trying to kick some guy out because an old lady down the way promised him soup. That's an actual storyline where he's supposed to kick some dude out of an apartment complex so that they can bulldoze the apartment complex. But instead, he decides to keep the apartment complex there because some old lady makes really good soup and he likes it, and she gives him an oil drum of it in return. That's it.
Oh, I hope they keep the budget low. Not low, but kind of like they did.
Tack on another $25 million. I'd be fine with that.
But not
get some good time travel effects for Cable.
Yeah, don't go Avengers overboard.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they could
under on us getting a Back to the Future joke in the next Deadpool movie.
I think it's very. I think
it's got to happen. There's going to be a Back to the Future joke. There has to be.
Oh God, yeah. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Interesting. I like to sit down with some, because I finally seen Captain America. I know we don't have the time today, but I'd like to talk about that because I know Kooky's seen it, right?
Yeah, I've seen it.
That's right, because we talked about that.
I'd love to talk about Captain America sometime, because I'll tell you what, you talk about a character I didn't care about And I still, like, I don't read any Captain America comics. I never have cared for his character. But I enjoyed all of his movies.
Right.
All of his movies have been, like, on their face, good movies. And yet, as a character, I never find, like, I wasn't on Team Cap. I was on Team Iron Man, almost specifically because I like Iron Man more than Captain America. And that's, like, it's not, like, it almost gets away from the point of how do I feel about the fight.
Right.
It's just, like, at the end of the day, I'm always going to like Iron Man more than Captain America.
That douche move that motherfucker did that he knew about his mother.
Dick move.
Yeah.
Dick move.
He killed my mother. Oh, my God. I knew it was on.
I don't care. He killed my mother.
Yeah.
Like, that's...
He was in straight rage mode.
Yeah. And
my God.
That is, like, I think there is something to be said for really powerful lines. We're actually just talking about in the green room video. We're talking about Breaking Bad, and because we're talking about Game of Thrones and Breaking Bad.
I think they're coming out with more of those.
Really? Well, they're doing Better Call Saul. I know
that, but I think I heard they're coming out with more.
Wow. What I really liked, we were talking about how George R. R. Martin said he wants to create a villain better than Walter White, and I'm like, at this point, I don't think you can with what you have left. Walter White is great because you see him go from his ideals to becoming everything bad. You see him fall from grace. And the best part and the reason that it's so good is in the very end of it, in the last episode of the whole show, when he finally admits, like, you're right. I didn't do it just for our family or for you. I did it because I was good at it and I felt powerful and I liked it.
Yeah.
And like
it was that
moment
addiction. He didn't have the addiction to the meth. He had the addiction to the power.
And like when he finally is honest with himself and like officially emerges as a villain in doing that. In doing that, he has become the villain. And when he finally does, you're just like, he's so good.
Right.
And like Bryan Cranston's delivery of it was perfect.
Yeah. He's a genius at
it. God, seeing him go from Hal to Walter White.
Right.
I liked one of the alternate endings to Breaking Bad is after he dies at the end and he falls and it's panning out. It cuts away like a dream sequence and Hal wakes up in bed next to Lois and Malcolm Mills like, I just had the weirdest dream.
No way.
Yes.
Awesome.
Oh, it was great.
I want to say they're going to continue Breaking Bad with Jesse.
Oh, okay. I
can see that. I could be wrong. I thought I have to dig up that article.
Oh, that's cool. I like how on Better Call Saul they've just introduced Gus Fring.
Really? I've only seen, I think, 5 episodes.
Okay, when you get further in, they introduce Gus.
Really?
And he makes an appearance. Yeah.
No shit.
And you're like knowing like what Gus is gonna become and who he's gonna be eventually. You're like, oh, this is awesome.
Shit.
It's like seeing Mike on that show where you're just like, I know what you're gonna end up being.
Right?
And like seeing you become that is awesome.
It's like, wow,
it's
this
the same
is where
thing
he
with Gus.
started
Like Gus
out.
is already very powerful, but you know where he's going to end up being.
Right.
And you're like, yes.
Right.
It's like I didn't like Gotham, the show. I did not care for it much, except for Edward Nygma. Because I'm like, I know you're going to be the Riddler someday.
Yeah.
And I want to see that happen. I understand why you're going to be the Riddler.
I didn't like how they introduced him, but I did.
Yeah.
Because if you follow comics, you know Nygma was not part of the Gotham.
No, he was the game developer.
Correct.
Right, he was the game developer.
But to see him in that role and then developing into what he's going to become is something else.
Very good.
Same with Penguin. I didn't like how they introduced Penguin the way they did. And, you know, he was part of the aristocratic families.
Right.
But in Gotham, he wasn't.
He's not. He's supposed to be powerful and rich, kind of. Yeah, he's supposed to be Oswald Cobblepot.
Yeah.
That's supposed to mean something in that city.
What is his mom called? Kugelpot?
Kugelpot. Yeah.
Which, I mean, they did... I think Gotham did a pretty good job in casting. I really did.
The casting is very good. Overall, the show it didn't... Like, I liked it for about 8 episodes, and it was just like, ugh.
I think... I watched some of season 2, but I heard season 3 really kicks it up. I think it's the Rise of the Villains or something like that.
Cool.
So,
all right, maybe
like
then. I don't know. It didn't do much for me.
Right. I want to see what they do with Freeze, if they ever bring Freeze in there, because maybe they have. I don't know yet.
I have an ongoing problem with Mr. Freeze, and that is that the animated series did him too well. They did
Right?
Mr. Freeze too well. They told this perfect narrative of Mr. Freeze, of why he's motivated to do what he does.
What was the episode called? I'm trying to remember.
Well, I mean, there was the movie Sub-Zero where he was featured.
No, it wasn't the movie. It was the one episode.
The animated series episode?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. Damn it.
Something Heart. I don't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember now. But if anybody
Heart of Ice.
Heart of Ice. If anybody has a chance, go watch that episode.
They tell such a great narrative, and like they showing Nora frozen in the tank. Like even the Schumacher movie which was awful.
Yeah.
Awful. Even they borrowed that same scene of showing Nora frozen in the tank because it's so powerful.
Right.
It's so good. And it tells such a good story of Mr. Freeze that I don't feel like there's any other way you could present Mr. Freeze and have it be nearly as good. Whereas with the Riddler, there are different ways to tell his story and have it be as powerful.
Right.
With Catwoman, with Two-Face, they've told Two-Face 1,000 different ways, and it's always good. Also, that's why to me the Joker works, and why I'm not happy that they're about to reveal his actual name, because in comics they're going to.
What?
In Justice League 52 they're going to actually reveal his canon name. And I'm not happy about it because I think the mystique and greatness of the Joker is you want to know what caused him to be the way he is.
Right.
You want to think, what happened in your life that made you what you are.
Yeah.
And the brilliance of it is that nothing justifies the way he is.
Right.
So no matter what they tell you it is, that's not enough.
That's not it. Yeah.
But the only thing, and what makes him great is that then you then wonder, like, but he is that way, so something had to. What was it?
Right.
What happened? And you go back and forth, and they're like, well, nothing is, but something had to, but nothing is.
They alluded that in Dark Knight when Heath Ledger, the Joker, said the way he did things 2 or 3 times.
2 or 3. They never
knew.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Still?
What? We're talking
Fucking Callie, there's no way he has this much interesting stuff to say. Let's wrap it up.
You walked off. I was going to talk to you about
but
stuff.
I'm entertaining. Callie, he's not entertaining.
We're talking about the Joker. It's a good conversation. But yeah, and like you say, they talk about that in both The Dark Knight and The Killing Joke. The ending of that, he talks about how sometimes he remembers his past one way, sometimes another.
Which they're making into a movie.
Can't wait. Comic-Con coming out this year. Can't wait.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that's what I got to say about that.
Yeah. Well, I guess.
I think he's right. We've probably gone long.
Yeah. We better wrap it up.
Alrighty.
Sorry, Kooky, you've been so quiet.
I've never watched any of those shows that you're talking about, so I'm
Well,
just
you know what you need to fix. You
I
need to
know.
watch all those shows.
I know. I will.
Batman the Animated Series is one of the greatest cartoons ever made.
Yes.
Like right down to the art style. It's one of the only cartoons to be drawn on black paper.
Yeah.
Because they wanted it to be super dark and shadowy, so they drew it on black paper with colored ink on top of it.
There you
and
go.
it looks great.
Plus, isn't it the only show that actually go from the 2 main characters, Joker and Batman, to a video game?
Probably.
Because both of them are both in all 3.
Yeah,
Arkham
it's always
Knights.
Kevin Conway and Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
Or Kevin Conroy.
Conroy.
not
Which
Conway.
I have to say is still one of my favorite Jokers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Mark Hamill, yeah.
Fuck
Absolutely.
yeah. Who would have thought Luke Skywalker?
Yeah, exactly. No, he's great.
What a career. All right, guys.
So.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys, I'm going to take off.
Take it easy, man.
Have a good one, guys.
Yeah, we're going to wrap it up. You got anything, Kooky? I'm so sorry. I just started nerding out over fucking comics once again.
No, it's okay. You fanboys.
Yeah, I when it comes to DC, especially the Joker and villains and stuff like that, I really get going on it. I mean, I have DVDs on the psychology behind villains and shit like that, and it's really, really interesting. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I gotta catch up on stuff. I have a lot to catch up on.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about because I want to hear your perspective on Captain America and all that stuff that happened in the movie. I'm not gonna, because I know probably everybody's seen it, but we'll save it for another time.
Yeah.
Because you're here next week, right?
I gotta look at the calendar. Yes, I will
But
be here.
not the following week.
No. I'll be here the following week.
It's the
5th.
12th.
It's the 12th I'm not, and then I think the 19th.
No, you can't do that. You can't. No.
We'll see.
Man.
Okay, so the 12th I have E3, so you can't say no to that.
Okay, we'll give you a pass.
Because I'm promoting you guys.
I know, that's why. Well, isn't that also your dad's birthday, or was that the 19th?
The 12th is also E3 and my dad's birthday, and then the 19th will be my uncle's 80th birthday.
Holy Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
Well, I have to find out the time. So maybe I can make it for LBR, but probably not for LPZ.
Yeah, we'll miss you. All right, we'll wrap it up. Let's see. Let's get this going here.
Yeah.
All righty, guys. That will be the show for today. You can find us, excuse me, at limitbreakradio.com, where we have past shows. All right, guys. And we also have a blog on there. Let's see. I think FEC would be finalencountercast.com, where we also put up the news stories for the day that Kooky.
Yes, I work hard on that.
She does, you guys. You guys have no idea. Let me see. You can follow us on Twitter at Limit Break Radio. Throw us a like on Facebook.com/LimitBreakRadio.com. And really important, guys, support us if you can at Patreon.com/LimitBreakRadio. Even $1 helps out. You can find Kooky on Twitter at Kooky Persona. Excuse me. I'm starting to get a little dry throat here from all that chit-chatting on comics. You can find me at LenHeath1. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Check us out every Sunday at 1 p.m.
Yes, come back.
That's right. We appreciate all the follows and all the subscriptions. And then, after Limit Break Radio at 5 o'clock, Final Encountercast, where we have gaming news and updates and all that good stuff. And great discussions. Follow us there as well. Excuse me. Then after that, you have our show. So we will see you guys next week. Take it easy.
Have a good night.
Bye-bye.